Hello and welcome to this January 2025 energy reading. My name is Lee, intuitive wellbeing coach and teacher. So let's just take a moment to arrive and let's go nice and softly and gently into January, because we are still in an inner winter and there is no rush to do anything. There is no rush to start diet programs, fitness regimes, spiritual conquest, whatever. Just take a breath. Okay, so I'm just going to invite you just to close your eyes with me as we arrive. I have a beautiful cup of cacao, the Peruvian blend, which is the feminine one. So let's just take a moment and just tune in to the beautiful spirit that is Mama Cacao, the heart opener, heart healer, calms the nervous system, helps with creation. Number 9 is the number of completion, but it is also the year of the snake, which is creation. Okay, so just take a moment to arrive, slow the breath down. Okay, now let's begin. I'm going to keep it really, really simple, and I'm going to pick 9 cards. Well, I'm going to pick 6 from these main decks. I'm actually going to put my glasses on just as we start to go straight into this. And then I'm going to pick 6 from main decks, and then I'm going to pick 3 words. So if you haven't already chosen a word for 2025, I encourage you to have a think about that and what that would look like or what that is. I will choose some words here, and if you want one of them, that is completely okay as well, and highly encouraged. So collectively, what is the main guide working with you guys in 2025, January 2025, the main guide? You know, I seen that coming up, and then I went, no, pop it back again, because it's too obvious. Of course, it's come back up again. Joan of Arc. Okay, so throat chakra, voice of truth. I'm going to resist the urge to look at the bottom of the deck. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution. Interesting, and speak your truth. So what animal guide is working with us in January 25? What animal guide is working with us in January 2025? The red-crowned crane. The red-crowned crane. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that at all. I'm really not feeling it. That's why I was looking at it there, but there must be a reason. Loyalty. We have peacock. I'm going to take it to I think prosperity and loyalty. Okay, I might have to read the book on that one. Red crowned crane. Okay, so what January 2025 collectively, January 2025. The she-wolf, unleash the wild within. And then I'm going to pick a dragon card as well. I've already got 2 full moons here, so that's interesting. I think there is a full moon in Cancer on the 13th of January. The rose pink dragon. And just as we have, I've got the rose oracle here as well. January 2025. Temple of the Rose. I'm going to need one more card because that just, maybe not. Right, January 2025. Of course, 2 comes out. serious, say yes, proceed, and Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, voice attunement. Oh, loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, so let's ask for 3 cards now. 3 words for January 2025. R-E-S-P-C-T. I'm singing. This is the throat activation. Okay. So let's take a moment just to look at this. So Joan of Arc. Okay. Now, when I look at that card, I'm immediately drawn to her armour. Okay. And the need that we have to fight, to protect our space, to have our say. It's interesting that we are in a number 9 year. Number 9 is connected to the planet Mars. Okay. The number 9 is the number of completion. But it's also lots of things are going to be completing this year. Okay. Whether that be relationships, work, old karmic cycles. It is a masculine number. Number 9 is a masculine number. And, it is the endings just before the beginnings. Okay, endings aren't easy. Okay, but it's like the final, cycle. It's like the final phase. That's the word, the final phase. So we can feel a bit impatient, like enough is enough. That's the energy I'm getting, like real enough is enough, like real logical. So you might find yourself extremely impatient, extremely irritable, extremely like, I am not accepting this behavior anymore. And you don't even know what's coming out of your own mouth. You're like, did I just say that? Or am I, but these are the things that you have meant to be saying or doing or adhering to, whether it be boundaries or whatever, or speaking your truth. And it's just all coming out now because of this year connected to Mars. Mars is a planet of war, but it's also the planet of action, so I don't like to use the word war, but so it is a fiery planet, so it's going to bring up like fire energy. If we have been avoiding, if we are calling in and connecting with our higher soul self, and we know what timeline we're meant to be on or what we're meant to be doing, but we're sort of avoiding it a wee bit, we won't be able to, because that pull and the work that you have done is moving you towards that timeline. But unfortunately, there is a little bit of change that needs to happen. And 2025 has the number 5 in it. And 5 is connected to change, massive change. Okay, so but it's all for the highest good, but it might not feel like that initially. Okay, so that's why I want you to ease into this year in January, nice and gently. Just take your time. It's why I didn't do any posts about, New Year. All I did was one activation for December to help people close off the year and start afresh, cutting cords and things. And it really helped them with integrating the masculine and feminine energy and bringing in their light, their new divine masculine energy to help them with this year. That is still available and it's still very highly relevant. I encourage you, if you haven't done that, I'll pop the link below. I'm going to leave it up because we are just we're preparing ourselves for this year. So just take your time, turn that music down, just take your time. I'm here and just in a place of pondering, thinking about things, what worked, what didn't, how do I want my life to look, what little changes could I make. Keep it really, really simple. Don't create lots of stuff and then you feel very overwhelmed and you do nothing and then you self-sabotage. Yeah, it's connected. I have this card here, the snake. Okay, so we are entering the year of the wood snake, I think on the 29th of January, the Chinese New Year. And if you look at the snake, look at the eggs, look at the creation. Okay, we're closing out to rebirth. something new, like a new cycle. Okay. And the snake is, the snake is your kundalini. It's your masculine and feminine balance as well. It's your Shakti energy. The snake, sheds skin, okay, to be reborn, okay. So throat chakra, yeah, that's why we have, the lilies, okay. So that's the death, but also we're being asked to put the sword down. If there's any conflict or any issues with people, let it be what it is. Resist the need to change. Yes, you can, speak your truth, but then just leave it. Believe people when they show you who they are. But also, come from an energy, like a peaceful warrior is what I'm hearing, okay? It says there, stand strong, focus on your purpose. Yeah, so, and I'm seeing, the number 9 is connected to Mars, and Mars is connected to color red, hence why I'm wearing this jumper, and that is the base chakra. So we have fears here. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. So there's lots of karmic stuff coming up. The world is really changing, and you're being really asked to step into why you're here, who you really are at that soul level, and just shine your light, basically. And you're not for everyone, and be okay with that. But when you do the inner work, and when you truly know who you are from a true authentic self, you get that, okay? And you just, this is me, and you either get me or don't, and that is okay. We are not for everyone, okay? And there's such a beautiful freedom in that. All right, so spend some time on that. I did do some journaling there this morning, and I was writing down, let me see, some questions. If I could read my own writing. Yeah, I wrote, so this was a post that I shared on Instagram with some lovely reflective questions, and I just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna ponder those this morning. What filled my cup up in 2024, and can I incorporate more in 2025? So have a think about that. What filled my cup up? What filled your cup up? Okay. What are you not doing that you should be doing? What are you not doing that you should be doing? Okay. And also, what are you doing that you shouldn't be doing? This was shared, I can't remember the person, but it's on the stories. Whoever created this, it wasn't me, these questions, but I thought they were really, really good. What else was good in here? Yeah, when I close my eyes, what does my everyday life look and feel like in 2025? How do you want that to look when you close your eyes? What does that look and feel like? And then sort of then go back and look at what little changes do I need to make to achieve that. I did that last year, and it took a wee while, but I held that vision. What else was good? Yeah, this is a good one. By this time next year, what professional skills what would I like to be celebrating? Okay, I wrote down 3 things. And was there anything else? Yeah, this is a good one. When I imagine my best self, which habits does she do constantly to keep up with her physical, mental, and emotional health? That's a really good one. When I imagine my best self, which habits does she do consistently to keep up with her physical, mental, and emotional health? What I'm going to do is I will write all those questions in the wee note thing below, okay, just so that you don't have to write them all down now. But they're really good to sit just in quiet, light a candle, grab a cup of cacao or a cup of herbal tea, do some deep breathing, come into your heart and call in your higher self, and just reflect, okay. And that is, if you think about the throat chakra, okay, that is literally, when you journal, that is one way of helping to rebalance and clear the throat chakra, as well as singing, as well as speaking, humming. All right. The throat chakra is also connected to the thyroid hormone gland. So if this is, an area where you're out of balance, then it could be connected to your throat chakra. You might want to take up regular journaling, or you might, if you have some stuff from childhood, writing letters, burning them, things like that are really, really powerful, okay? But the big thing here is the fears. There's many fears are going to be coming up in the year. So it's not just, although we do have January for this, but you could be kick and start this year with just fears that maybe don't make any sense, okay? And generally, if they don't make any sense and they feel extremely intense, they're probably karmic, okay? And just hold yourself, go easy with yourself, okay? And think about Joan of Arc, like she achieved the impossible. Believe in miracles, all right? Keep holding that highest timeline, okay? And then we have the red-crowned crane. The red-crowned crane, let's see what that says, 29. Loyalty. The time has come to re-examine your loyalties. Are you able to be trusted? Keep your word. If you give it, take relationships slowly and make sure to build strong connections. What promises have you made and must keep? Loyalty. Korean magic is about loyalty and steadfastness. I am hearing that this is about you being loyal to yourself and not betraying yourself, not putting others in front of you, and being loyal to all parts of you. So like your inner child and your inner teenager, like, when we are irritable or when we are not okay, it's generally a part of us that's not okay. It's generally like an inner child, a particular age. And if you had a child come to you and they were cross, or they were angry, or they were hurt, or they were wanting to be seen or wanting to be heard, you wouldn't just ignore them. You wouldn't just pretend they're not there. So, but we do that with ourselves. We do that with that part of us that is wanting to be seen and heard right now. And that can be reflected in other people. And then when we blame them, that's us not wanting to look at it. Or it's too painful to look at. It's easier to blame other people. So be conscious of that, okay? And that's what triggers are for, to help us access that wound, okay? Korean magic is about loyalty and steadfastness in this world of instant gratification and short attention spans. Perhaps the idea of loyalty is beginning to be a lost ideal. The graceful Korean teaches us that remaining steadfast to those who deserve it is a positive ideal. Yeah, this doesn't feel about loyalty to others in any, and that's probably why I wasn't feeling that card, but I definitely feel it's relevant for that loyalty to yourself. So where are you being disloyal to yourself? And once you can, master that, put you first, then this is where the prosperity comes in. This is the peacock energy. Peacock is connected to self-love also. And self-love is, is connected to value, all right? So, yeah, okay. She-wolf. I was really feeling this whenever I connect with the true authentic self energy. I always connect with the wild woman. And, unleash the wild within. It feels like this full moon in Cancer. So the Cancer is quite a calming, sign. It's a water sign. So it's the crab. It's quite a it's quite a gentle, full moon. It's probably what we need to birth. It would be connected to the home. And the mother energy, I suppose. So this just feels like a birth. It feels like you're going through you're birthing the real you, and that's probably why I'm seeing many people just being impatient or snapping, or they can't hide, And it's not that we're trying to hide, it's just that I'm taught to fit in this world and to be, you know, this good person. And, you know, it's interesting to have the card of respect here. It's like, respect your elders, I'm hearing, you know, and would really shut down that part of us that is connected to our true authentic self. And, you know, there's a really, really good book called Run with Wolves. Yeah, about the human psyche and the feminine. And, you know, as we enter, I'm just talking about females now, you know, as we enter this crone stage of our life, this second stage, you know, perimenopause, menopause, really from, you know, 35 onwards, you know, I'm now through the menopause. And yes, it was particularly intense, and I didn't think it was going to get through. I was like, whoa. But I had to really, with everything that I do, I had to really understand it from that spiritual point of view. Like, it's just who I am, it's just what I do. And I want to deliver it and help others understand that. But it's not that you still have to heal, and you still have to nurture and understand the physical side of it, and what's physically happening and what you physically need for the body. But a big part of that is honouring who you truly are, knowing thyself to be true, loving all parts of you, and calling back your power. It's about stepping into your power and ultimately then your purpose. Yeah, okay. There's always so much to say, but I'm only 21 minutes in, so yeah, let's connect. It's funny, I was looking for this crystal this morning, and then I found it there in the plant pot, this beautiful heart selenite crystal. So just tune into that now. The plant's looking really nice from having this in its pot. So yeah, let's connect with the heart for a wee second, as we connect with this rose pink dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. It's very Kuan Yin dragon. So, rose pink dragon. You know, the heart chakra is the bridge, okay? It's the bridge between the upper chakras and the lower chakras. But it's very connected to the throat chakra as well. But really the heart is connected to all of the chakras. And what happens to us is, you know, when we come to earth, like, our hearts are very, very open, and just life happens to us and things get dumped on us. Nobody means any harm, and nobody's, you know, everybody's just doing their thing, and ancestral stuff get passed down, no fault blame. But when we do this work, the way I describe it, it's like, literally, like, if you imagine this is the heart, and, you know, it's got this outer shell over it, and what happens is, you know, it's soft underneath, and then layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And these are all of the hurt. So what we're doing in this work is we're lifting a layer, lifting a layer, lifting a layer, lifting a layer. We can't just go in and wick it all off. You know, it would be too much. So you're slowly, you know, lifting a layer of protection, a layer of armor. You're healing that part of you. You're healing that particular inner child or inner teenager, you know, from this lifetime. That's only this lifetime. Then we have the previous lifetimes as well. But, you know, we start with this one. And it can be such simple things. So just be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself. If you are, a lot of people are really going to start this journey this year. They're really going to start to heal. And you need to understand that it takes time. It has taken quite a long time for you to get to this place. And what happens is many people will just go down the physical route. We all do that. I've done that. And it's why, you know, why my business, you know, that has changed names 3 times. You know, it started as my nutritional pal when I focused on nutrition, and then I realized that, You know, food is only one element, and actually the imbalance has started from an emotional trauma of some sort. And then it moved, I changed it to my well-being pal as I started to bring more of the energy work and the healing into it, and then I changed it to soul self-mastery, mainly from 2020, because I wanted to teach others how to heal themselves, because I realized that that is the key. You know, it is, I want to help people, you know, be in their power, know who they are, feel the freedom to be their true authentic self, express themselves, love themselves. And if everybody can do that, then the world will be a much better place. And we are, you know, we're moving from this energy, this, you know, of it being like a top-down structure to, you know, you're your own healer, you know, a heart-centered Aquarian age, which is more humanitarian. Okay, that's why the heart is here. This is why the rose pink dragon is here. But everybody needs to heal their own heart for that to happen. And that takes a bit of time. It's really, you know, and you do need some one-to-one help with it. You really, really do, you know. And I feel like many will have been just sort of touching the surface, you know, and with self-care, you know, and, you know, maybe some reflexology and some Reiki and, you know, even just some journaling, reading books, listening to podcasts. But to really get to the heart of it, to really heal from that deep level, you know, you need to be going so deep into the shadow, into the subconscious mind, into the triggers and healing. And you need somebody to sort of hold that space for you, and keep you accountable, and help you understand your feminine and your masculine. And nobody is out to get you either, and the time isn't running out. Okay, so and you're certainly not alone, although at times it can feel that. You know, it's just because we haven't known who we are, and, you know, for some of us then we just haven't found our tribe either, because we were being inauthentic. We didn't know we were, you know. So yeah, Temple of the Rose. And just as I talk about tribe, I love this Temple of the Rose. Ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. I'm actually going to read the book on this one. But yeah, that feels very powerful. Temple of the Rose. I mean, I just see the heart. I see every organ as a temple, but obviously the heart is extremely important. And the rose is the beautiful divine feminine. And I feel that many of us are going to remember who we are. We're going to be activated as to, you know, previous lifetimes and gifts, and yes, scarlet codes. Let's look up the scarlet codes. Sorry, I must have put it away again, did I? Yes, hold on 2 seconds. Temple of the Rose. $130. For millennia, feminine power, expression, and wisdom have been suppressed. As a result, the feminine has been silenced, dismissed, and disrespected. I mean, this is very relevant when we're talking about the throat chakra. We've become disconnected from the earth, the mother, and have stopped revering our elders. But times are finally changing, and we're all part of this change. That's what I was saying, we're all part of it. Every time we honor our body, express our wisdom, share our voice, and connect with our sensuality, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we call back our power, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we come together in circle, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Every time we honor our cyclic nature and the cycles of nature, we heal the sacred thread of the feminine. Regardless of which gender you identify with, this is about calling back your power. It is connected to expressing your truth no matter what it is. It's connected to sharing your soul's voice and singing the song that you came here to sing. So relevant. This is a card of activation. It's a call to action. It's a remembrance. You're the child of the ancient goddess. As you express yourself, you express for all who could not. As you reclaim your power, you do so for all those who cannot. Each shackle you break through, you free those who are yet to come. Share your voice, sing your song, dance your dance, reclaim your power. This is what you came here for. Wow. And a wee question here. So like the questions today. How are you being called to call back your power? Express your truth or honor the cyclic nature within. How are you being called to call back your power, express your truth, and honor the cyclic nature within? Last year was a number 8 year, which was about power and calling back your power. So reflect on where, who, how you gave your power away. Connect with the energy of power and the meaning of that, because it's not the distorted masculine interpretation of power. Okay? Simply, it's just doing something that's not aligned with you. That's how you give your power away. Doing something to please others, saying something to please others, not saying something because you don't want to cause any issues or any rifts. Okay? Being in your power is being in alignment, knowing who you are, your true authentic self. Okay? Explore that. And say yes. We have the star Sirius. So a lot of energy came in with the winter solstice. And that was the birth of this sun, the birth of this is the spiritual sun, Sirius, okay? And it's, you know, we have been held back, held back for many, many years. And that's why this year you're being told, you're being pushed forward, go, 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 go. But it's like, what? So just take a moment. There's no rush. Just take a moment and just say yes. Say yes to everything, all right? Just be seen. That first card, release the fear of persecution, speak your truth, but it's also be seen, the fear of being unseen. That was one of mine this morning, actually. Hence why I just burped there, because that's me clearing it. So be seen and push through, okay? And the star is about shining your light. Seraphine's Gateway, voice activation. So we're getting a beautiful voice activation this month. Angelic attunement and divine support. I'm actually just going to read that one. Don't actually know where the book for that one is. We'll hear this. Okay, let's read this one, because Seraphine came up, I think, in my dreams last night, so I do feel this is very relevant. Seraphine's Gateway, let's just check the timer. Okay, 1, 2, 4. Okay, Seraphine's Gateway. The Seraphine are the highest form of angelic beings who are said to radiate from the heart of Source. They've been described in many different ways through the ages, but what is common is the idea that a brilliant light emanates from them. The word seraphim means burning ones, for in ancient times light was associated with fire, as this was the main source of light within homes. These beings of infinite light are essentially divine love that is taken on an angelic form in order to serve the universe. When they have appeared physically, they have been described as having 6 wings, and they are known for their heavenly voices. In fact, miraculous planetary shifts are reported to take place when they sing. In the heavenly realms, they sing in constant praise of the Creator. Other angelic presences report to them with regard to their spiritual duty, as it were. It doesn't operate in such a linear way, but this is the best way for us to understand the process. If you've ever woken up hearing your name being sung, the seraphim visited you. When they come to you, know that you're blessed to be in their presence of angelic beings. Their voices will help awaken the angelic presence you hold within. Visualize yourself immersed in golden light, then thank the mighty seraphim for blessing with your loving presence. So I'm sort of feeling with this one, I feel like you need to sing or something. I just want you to sing at every opportunity, or just listening to music. It's really important at this time, okay? Let's look at the cards just as we close these word cards. So I'm going to take a final drink of that. We have the card of respect, which I've just dropped. And you know, it is something that we hear as children. You know, you're not respecting me, you know. This is so disrespectful, you know. So think about respect, and I think it goes back to the loyalty. It's not about, I don't think anybody here is disrespecting anybody. I think, you know, unfortunately we're disrespecting ourselves by not listening to ourselves, honouring ourselves, connecting with our inner child. I think it's just now time to stop putting others in front of you and be a little bit selfish in the month of January. It doesn't mean you're going to be selfish every single month, but I think you must start the month of January off for you. We also have the card of giving. Like December was, we gave. And now it's time to give to you. This is about giving to you. It's about being respect to you. How can you give to you in January? What do you need? A really great question, because we're talking about journaling. And I would encourage you to journal every day. And one of the things you can ask is, what is my soul calling for today? What is my soul calling for today? Every single day, ask it, write it down. What is my soul calling for? What do I need today? How can I give to me today? What do I need? What does my inner child need? My inner teenager, whatever you want to call it, okay? And then we have the third card, which is blessing. Let's just tune into this for a wee second. Blessing. I think it's really I'm feeling it's connected to gratitude. Whenever you connect with gratitude and connect with what you do have and focus on more of what you do have rather than what you don't, or what you want to change, you know, that is powerless. You know, to call back your power and to step into your power. What can you work with? What is in your control? And start with, you know, if you're feeling a bit down or a bit meh or a bit low or a bit confused or a bit unsure, you know, just focus on what looks good, what is good, what is working around you. What are you really grateful for? And you know, really count those blessings so that more can come. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, I am going to end it there.
Also, I found a routine that announces the weather and plays music when you stop your alarm in the morning. Do you want to turn it on?
No.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah, just stop and listen. Okay, I'm going to close it there, and yeah, wishing you most magical January. I'll pop those little questions below, and I'll pop my website below if you would like to avail of any of my services. I do one-to-ones in person or online. I do Akashic Records clearing. I also have the Hormone Balance course. I'm creating a second course as well, which will be ready in springtime. So with the Hormone Balance, have we look at that? I'm actually going to pop a discount code on for that as well. I'm not quite sure what yet. But I'll pop it below just for the month of January. I'm just taking my time, because I'm not quite back to work. Well, I am back to work, but yeah, I'm going to pop that up for anybody that wants to. It's a great course, actually. You can do it over, you know, it's designed to be done over 8 weeks, nice and gently. And each week we work through a chakra. The first week is all about creating space and getting prepared. You fill out a questionnaire. It's very personal to you. At the beginning, you can reach out to me at any time, and I'll always be available. And every week there is a beautiful 30-minute yoga flow, there is a 30-minute meditation, and there is some journaling questions, and what else? Yeah, there's some nutrition, food plans, things like that. So many people that have done that have repeated it quite a few times. It's there for life. There's over, I think there's about 30 hours of content in there, you know, so it's a super powerful course. Anyway, much love. I'll pop the wee link below, and I'll pop a discount code. I'm actually feeling extremely, I'm feeling extremely generous. I feel like I want to connect with the number 22. So I'm going to put a 22% each off, bringing that right down for January. That's what I'm feeling, because it's a 2, it's 2025, so 2, 2, and then 5. So yeah, let's do number 22. It's the number of expansion. It's the number of the feminine. It's connected to swans. I was seeing swans in my meditation there. So let's go with that. All right, much love. Speak soon.